Hi everyone, this is Suleka and I'm really excited for today's conversation, today's discussion, which is about the fear of speaking English, because a lot of time people approach me during my workshops or training sessions and they ask me what can they do about the fears they have about speaking English in public. And I always ask them a question what are your fears? Because it's really essential that you understand what are your fears, what is stopping you, what is preventing you from even trying. And so if you think you have the same feeling and you are the only one who feels that way, not at all. In fact, the fear of speaking in English or any other foreign language is far more common than you might think. But you don't have to worry about it, because in this video we will be talking about 5 common fears of speaking English in public. This applies to all the languages, that new language you might be learning. We're going to talk specifically about English. It's a global language. But before we talk about the 5 fears, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Let's get started. So the first fear of people may laugh at me. A lot of time people don't want to try because they are so much hesitant. Their confidence level is so low because they think that if I start, or even if I try, because I'm at the beginner's level, people may laugh at me. Fear number 2 is anxiety, anxiousness. When I try to speak, I become nervous, I start shivering, or all of a sudden I go blank. This is all because of your anxious nature. Maybe because you are overthinking about doing something. That's a second common fear. Fear number 3, what if I get stuck? What if I don't know any words to substitute, or I don't have, a huge vocabulary? That's another important fear that people have, because they think that they may start speaking and then all of a sudden they may get stuck because they don't know the English word for that particular word or term. That's a third common fear. Fear number 4 is about people being judgmental. A lot of time people assume that people are going to judge them and they don't even think of trying. And if they start trying, and if somebody is being judgmental by commenting, saying what was that, why are you trying to show off, why do you what are you going to do learning English, why do you want to speak English if you don't know it? All these comments kind of become negative for the person, and that's another fear to even try speaking English. And last but not the least, fear number 5 is about mistakes. What if I do speak but I commit mistake while speaking? Mistake can be grammatical mistake, pronunciations mistake, accent mistake, because different countries have different accent, and it's not necessary that you catch their accent right away. Even from state to state, if we talk about India, state to state, the accent is so different, right? So these are the 5 common fears that prevents people from even trying to speak in English. Now, the reason I'm talking about these 5 fears is because I'm going to share my story, my experience. When I thought that I want to learn or I want to speak English, it was during my school days. My English teacher, I was so fascinated the way, because she was from Bangalore, and I was like, I want to know. I have always been into grammar a lot. I thought I need to know grammar, all the grammar rules to be able to speak in English, and I would wait until I have bug up all the grammar rules. But that's not correct. You can start at any level, because by gradually taking one step and second step, and eventually you'll be able to speak confidently. So it just needs you to take that one step, and that one step I took during my school days. When my friends, my close friends, they will pull my leg and you're trying to show off, or really what you're gonna do, or you are teacher's pet, because I would be the monitor or in charge to see if everybody is speaking in English, and I would even charge them fine, honestly collect all 1 rupee and 2 rupee coins and hand it over to my teacher. And so it was not about just the fine, but it was about the zeal, the enthusiasm. And I'm glad that I did not give up then, otherwise I would not have been here now. And so it's really essential to take that first step And that first step is to identify your fears. Now, not necessarily all the 5 fears apply to you. Maybe just 1 or 2. Like when I started in my school days, anxiety was my fear, and I overcome with the help of my teachers, talking to them, what could I do, what will help me and all. So I hope you are able to identify your fears, and once you know your fear, the next step is finding ways to overcome. And to know more about the ways to overcome the fear, you will have to watch my next video that will be on ways to overcome the fears of speaking English in public. So till my next video, stay safe, stay happy. Don't forget to click the like button.